Good evening and welcome to the Pizza Roundtable, part of the I Need Pizza Club Network, where every week, Tuesday, about 9 p.m. Eastern Time, we talk about the week's pizza news and going on. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Mumford, joined by Master Chef Anna Crucitt and Master Human Being, Will Dumas. Will, Anna, good evening. How are you?
Good evening. Doing good, buddy. How are you?
I'm good. You're a master human being, Will. I need something else, like master father, master Lego builder. I need something else. We'll work on that for next show.
I'm going to see what I can contribute to that.
I appreciate it.
I need a hobby.
I mean, you have hobbies. This is something to kick it off. I mean, so
being funny is not a hobby. It's just a natural gift, Jim.
It's a value, really. It's not a hobby, right? I mean, obviously. Everyone's staying warm, I hope. No? Yeah, same.
You're frozen here.
Will, what's it like in Charlotte? Did you drop? Are you freezing?
Yeah, it's cold, man. But the snow was gone yesterday. Kids are still off. And so I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah.
We paused the world for everything here. Nothing happened.
Man.
That's interesting.
Good. Yeah.
That is interesting.
When's the last time your kids had school? It's been like a month for mine. So.
I mean, they have remote learning, so it's also worse than just leaving them at home. So yeah, they have remote learning probably through the rest of the week because today was the warmest day. But the roads, Pittsburgh's in a state of emergency. I don't know if you guys saw on the news.
I did.
Hampton, McCandless, they did a great job. Roads are great up here. So
there you go. Hey, you got credit where credit's due.
Pittsburgh, God bless.
Yeah, God bless you. Poor as Michigan doing their best. But listen, salt doesn't work when it's minus 100 out. Well, things that always work are pizza. And we have 6 lovely articles. Before we dive into that, any pizza news? Any fun happenings? Any pizza parties we want to share, friends, before we get in? I know I'm cutting you cold. We didn't pre-banter this part. But anything...
I did a fast for 3 weeks and Sunday I got to break it. And so I had a cup of coffee and then I made myself some pizza for lunch.
What, at home or in the restaurant?
At home, in the middle of the
Whoa. Well, when's the last time you made pizza at home? It can't be often. Yeah.
Not regularly. Usually I'll just grab dough from the restaurant, even if I'm making it. But we were snowed in and I thought this is perfect. So I didn't even have the right flour. I just used some bread flour. It tasted great. I just opened up some Dattorini tomatoes and there was no basil to be found, but it was delicious.
What style? Neapolitan, I'm assuming? Or?
No, I did a New York style.
New York style. And whose recipe did you use?
Mine.
No, it's fair. It's fair. All right. I fished.
For yours.
I was just hoping, like, I went, I did a nice tavern. Or...
Your book is at my restaurant, and I was not at the restaurant.
Oh well, if it's in the restaurant, that's right. I mean, you can use your own recipes, I guess, if that's all you have. Yeah, I say if you're not like award-winning pizza chef, and you shouldn't have your, use your own always. Will, I'm assuming you. Little Caesars 3 times a week, 4 times a week. What are you rocking these days?
Dude, I'm still so onto those Domino's like beautiful looking boxes, Jim. I can't come off of it. I can't stop ordering. That's it.
Clean.
No,
did you get one of the specialties to get the gold?
I've got no pizza fun lately, man. I wish I did. I have to order one. But I am interested, Jim, in you down here where everyone like purchased all these groceries for everything, right? You're kind of getting these bread and milk protests. I'm looking for your creation of the bread and milk pizza so everyone can use their endless supplies that they brought home for the snowstorms that were open here. So, dude, I'm looking forward to you bringing this to market.
Milk. Boy, you make your own mozz, you make your own French bread pizza. I mean, it's a whole series in itself. I like
where we're at.
But I mean, just call that a show. Let's move this up to the kitchen.
All the eggs and milk they bought. Maybe I should do a few episodes on making some gelato and sticking it outside in the snow.
Oh, they already used the snow and the. This is what the world needs. Yeah, boy, we need a spin-off show with gelato. I
couldn't understand why the grocery store was empty. Like, guys, it's 2 days. Eat from your freezer. Surely.
We're fine. Like, Michigan, this is what we do. Like, it's silly. But, all right. Well, we'll get into some articles because we need some sort of content. Ooh, yeah, no hit.
I also stopped in 3 Bath & Body Works looking for the
pizza candle? Pizza
Ranch candle, and they're sold out. They are sold out. And they were like, we don't think we're getting any more in. I thought, what are you even saying to me? I have to have it.
Thank you for trying 3. It's a good effort. That's 3 different malls.
I thought for sure. I'm like, I'm going to be at the outlets. It'll be here. who's coming to the outlets to buy this candle? Gone, sold out.
Hey, committed to the bit. We here at the podcast respect it. So thank you.
I tried.
Thank you. All right. We're going to kick off with kind of a pizza industry trends report. So courtesy of Pizza Today, huge article. Please read it. But I wanted to get into some of the pizza industry key findings, trends to watch. I kind of wanted to get both of your takes on, like, do we buy it or do we not buy it? So huge article is taking a clip. First, AI is powering restaurant business. So Anna, what do you think about AI really revolutionizing the pizza? I know we talked about it a lot, but do you really think this is going to be, powering restaurant businesses?
Outside of just creating some user manuals and some content for social media, I don't see it in 2026. I think it's too soon.
Will, what do you think?
I side with Anna in the actual usefulness. That people really get like some stale from it is tough. I think you're going to see a ton of like quote unquote AI offerings and initiatives that get put out there. What they're really truly doing or how they're really supporting it, I don't know. Tough one to see what we really categorize it as. Right? Automation is not necessarily AI, in my opinion. Right. So right, it's tough to see.
I'm with you. I mean, we talk about AI answering phones. I don't think it's going to change the world. I think we lean on it, but I don't see it. AI, when you talk about technology, right, and say next one, technology solutions, especially for small market pizzerias, using for more tech solutions, apps, or things that, techs. Will and Anna, do we think that that tech is really gonna change the market?
I'll jump in first in that perspective and say, like, as we read these articles about Pizza Peak, right, and the large chains coming down, I can appreciate the notion here of like smaller operators trying to scale up, right? And there's definitely a tech stack need there. So I don't know, Anna, if that translates in your mind, but that's kind of where I could see that work.
I'm not sure I have too much of an opinion on it. Like, I don't use it in that capacity, and I don't know of other pizzeria owners that are there yet. But, I don't hang with the with the dominoes.
But that's the thing, right? They're talking about small market here. And I agree with you all that I think the big boys are going to use the apps and the AIs. But like, if I'm calling Mercurios, I want to talk to you. I want to tell you exactly what I want because I want to talk to a person, the artisan who's making my pizza, right? I don't want it to go through some sort of system to get there, right? There's a difference. So I understand that there are ways where tech can make it easier, can streamline your operations, but as a consumer, I don't want that. I very much want that premier experience. So, you go in the next couple, right, ordering apps on the rise, compete for dollars. I don't know. I guess I don't see it. The one that I do want to get, all right, Will, hit me. Oh.
Like I can't hurt just in I think of it in the consumer side though too, Jim, in the sense of like, I'm always interested in like, we'll call it a premier experience, right? And if I call up and someone like, right, it's systematized where my phone number comes up, my past order comes up, and someone says, "Hello, Mr. Dumas, thanks for calling. Can we get you the same thing you had as last time?" Like, I'm kind of interested in that, right? There's a personable experience to that too, though. So, and I think there's a tech component behind that. So I'm a little gray on this area.
As a consumer, would love that. I would love to be able to click 3 buttons, have a credit card saved, and a food delivery just make it to my door. Like, as a mom, as somebody who like needs things to happen, but it has to be perfect. And like, I just am not there with the confidence. So that's why if it's not 100%, it's a 0. Like, it can't be 90% right when it comes to like what I need to feed my children. It has to be 100. And so that's why I just feel like it's slow moving. It's slow moving getting people into it.
Yeah. That's a great point. Yeah. Right. Cause if it's not perfect, right. I call a person, I know they got it. I have no feedback loop with AI or computer, right? It's much harder. Yeah, I will get your take because they say there's a dine-in decline. And certainly the big boys feel that. But as a, purveyor of a smaller market, do you feel like dine-in is in a decline, or do you really feel like maybe, the premium and the high-end pizzerias, they don't see it?
I can't, not in Pittsburgh. I mean, I don't see a dine-in decline. I really don't. I'm thinking I see a decline in offering full service. Like, I just feel like restaurants are truly moving towards a a QR order at your table, pay at your table experience, and you have food runners. But I don't think that the demand for people wanting to sit down and eat dinner is any less.
I would almost say it's risen. But Will, what do you think?
I think it's the type, right? Like
Yeah,
if you're looking for an experience that Anna's going to offer, yes, I want to sit down and I want to
all
be,
day.
I want to have that, right? But if it's a situation where it's a busy night, like take and go, get delivery, right? Like that fast grab and go component translated to fast casual, whatever it's going to be. It's always, the quick inconvenience is tough for me to see going down, right? So I think the experience of like premium offering dine in is totally still there. But like if we're going lower, I'm ready to take it out and run.
Yeah, I guess my counter is, right, if everything's going to cost the same, right, with rising costs, I would rather have a pizza party with my kids and dine in than if that's going to cost the same as, a fast casual chain or something else, right? So I don't know necessarily. I would almost, prioritize a dine in just for, there's something about a pizzeria. And again, we're all pizza lovers, but I understand the big boys want to prioritize convenience and value, but there is value with going in and having that kind of experience. And a pizza dinner is always perfect, right? So I don't know. I don't know that I necessarily see that, but obviously, you're trying to scale for all the markets. Couple other things interesting, they talk about catering. And catering is, a big revenue source. Say that over half the pizzeria operators surveyed, which I thought was really interesting. Other trends to watch is hit real quick. Hot honey taking over the pizza world. Pretty sure it's already there, right? Ann?
Yeah. Yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
I'm just write that. Spicy always in season. I think it's always there. Pizza having a meat centric moment. Pizza's always had a meat centric moment, right? I mean, I feel like generally meat kind of drives most of the topics, right?
I would agree with that.
Yeah, I think I don't think these are new trends. I think they're already there. And then again, just I want to hit on some regional styles because that's my thing. Growth in Neapolitan classic. I don't know. Popularity of Detroit. Here's one thing we've talked here now, Roman style pizzas, which I think is going to be the next big thing, with creative toppings. And then specialty crust, black rice, pizza crust. I don't know about that. What's your take on about, you think specialty crusts are going to be the new drive here? Especially like, I'm not talking like gluten free. I'm talking like wild ancient grain kind of vibes here.
Not in our market. I mean, it's something
So
fun that you'll see on social media, people playing around with different profiles. I like to do it at home, but I just can't imagine in a commercial setting that's profitable. You know, have a lot of people buying it.
I can't either. Will, what's your take on specialty crust being kind of when we talk regional international styles? I agree, Roman style is it, right? That should be in everyone's forefront. But like black rice crust, pizza crust, so you're talking ancient grain, the kind of thing. Are people really gonna pay that premium for kind of the exotic grains?
That's a stretch for me on that one, man. I like, there's such an educational component to that of like understanding why like you need to do that. That's a tough sell. I don't see it happening as much.
I don't either. But very interesting. I mean, obviously, I do agree on the regional styles. We talked about creative toppings. Listen, creative toppings have also been it. All right, now this is where I shine. America's top 10 pizza styles of 2026. I'll just go through it. New York style, traditional American. Not really sure what that means. Chicago thin, including tavern, as it should. Detroit, Neapolitan or Neapolitan. Sicilian deep dish, grandma, California, and Roman. Roman entered the chat. I'm happy for that. Yeah, I think this is right. I mean, this is, if I were to rank them, I think this is probably, I wouldn't call it Chicago thin. I would call it, taverns a Midwest thing, but I think this is probably about the right ranking. If we're called traditional American, your fast food pizza, right?
Yes, I would say Sicilian should probably be higher, but tavern is definitely where it 2 or 3, you're gonna stick tavern. I think Sicilian style would come in after that. Neapolitan, I would put a little bit lower on the list. I think that it had its moments from 2012, 2017. It'll phase back in. But I think as far as like what people want to try, what's new, Roman's definitely, it'll be higher next year.
Well, you and I are so aligned. I think Roman's the next Detroit. I think it's going to explode. You should just see, grandma in there, right? Because again, outside of kind of the Northeast, that's not a thing.
I was going to say, where do they eat outside of the eastern part of the United States? Do they eat grandma style anywhere?
They don't even know what it is unless you have a certain cookbook of mine. It is, it's funny, right? Because, people have heard of California, people even heard of Rome, but grandma style, people say, is that just Sicily? I'm like, no, but
yeah.
Really interesting. Great read. Please read through it. The one thing I didn't see a Beats on there. I would have thought Beats would crack the top 10, but it didn't. Better luck next year for the pizza capital of the world, New Haven. Anyways, great article, great fun read, lot to dive in there, and we absolutely love it. The next article I chose just for you because as a pizza maker and as someone who knows enough about pizza, this probably has to be a nightmare. So, currently at pizzamarketplace.com, Peter Piper, oh, she laughed. This is perfect. I know I nailed it. Peter Piper Pizza brings back heart-shaped pizzas. $1 from sales going to Children's Miracle Network.
That's so
Take
good.
the altruism out of it. Anna, how much of a pain in the behind is it to make a heart-shaped pizza? Please tell us.
Okay. To be fair, to make a good heart-shaped pizza, I'd say pretty challenging. To make a very mediocre one, not a big deal, in the stretching, but it's going to be a little bit square, especially Neapolitan style. But it's just, I don't know how they made this one here. Is this Photoshop? Like, what is that?
So my guess, right, as someone who's made plenty of heart-shaped pizzas, it is a round that they cut, right?
Okay.
Because you can see the lip, right? So I'm guessing they cut and made a lip on the top, right? And if I'm doing a heart-shaped tavern, I am making a round and I'm cutting it. That's the only way you can do it.
Right.
My gripe is they do not cook evenly. They are difficult. You don't get slices out of that, right? They are fundamentally cute, but hard to make. Will, in general, your take on the heart-shaped pizza? I'm assuming you just order them just for the aesthetic of it. You don't even eat it. You just look at it in awe.
I only order them outside of February. Absolutely. That is it. I protest during February. Fun gimmick, as always. No sense to me of, and I have no affinity to the heart-shaped pizza, Jim, other than Valentine's Day. That is it.
That's fair. I do, my wife and I were dating. I sent her heart-shaped pizza and we lived in different states. Anyways, I'm good on Peter Piper Pizza. Nailed it. Boy, I was worried about that. $1 going to Children's Miracle Network. Arizona locations only, so you gotta be down in the desert. But, large pepperoni, a choice of regular Oreo crunch dessert or cinnamon crunch dessert would do either. But yeah, heart-shaped pizza, you're gonna see them everywhere. Think a little bit of who made that because they are not having a great time stretching that. Those are pain in the behind. Honestly.
Just like somebody's giving you a pizza, like that says enough about their love. Like, does it need to be in the shape of a heart? No.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of places in Pittsburgh who do it. I made a heart-shaped pizza for Steve once.
Oh, that's nice. How'd it turn out? Amazing. They're amazing. I know the answer to this.
It was fine.
I'm sure it was
I didn't
great.
do it again.
Awesome. Well, speaking of things people love, I picked this one just for Will, and then Will sent the exact article back to me when he didn't actually read my email. Courtesy of
I don't know how I missed it. I don't know how.
No, it's great. Especially I picked this one just for you. This California pizzeria sells pickle-stuffed-crust-pizza, and we cannot stop dreaming about it. So, Will, as the resident California-style lover, just this picture alone, you're getting on a plane, right? I mean, the pickles, the stuffed crust, the onions, California style. This is your jam, right?
I'm second guessing my disdain for California style pizza as a pizza as I stare at this. This looks delicious. And I'm obsessed with the idea of pickles in it, dude. Like, bring it on.
You're a pickle pizza guy. Oh, you gotta come here. That's a Midwest Michigan thing through and through. So, anyways, back in the late 20s, slice shop in Rochester, New York, fire debate with garlic sauce pizza with pickles, even though I'm pretty sure Michigan did it first. Combination call on. One pizza parlor in California might be launching a next wave of pickle pie Lucy's Pizza in Santa Ana, beautiful up there, taking things up a notch, not just topping their pie with sliced pickles, but also working pickle spears into the crust.
That is the key to this. That is the key to this pizza. That sounds amazing. It's like fried pickle pizza hybrid kind of thing. Like amazing.
Anna, you buying pickle spears in your stuffed crust?
No.
Yeah.
Just
no.
I don't.
And
I just feel like, okay, so I eat pickles, but I don't love them. So I know you're going to get me there. Although that pizza looked pretty enough, I would absolutely eat that.
Really,
pickles
really
in the crust. I wonder why they didn't just use pickle juice like as a hydrator for it. I like wonder what the texture of that. Yeah. Yes, but I don't know. The texture of a pickle is a little bit slimy in the crust. Like, do we think that's?
I can tell you, if you're averse to textures, this is your nightmare, right? I mean, a stuffed crust pizza as it is, but a pickle spear in the crust has to be a lot of textures in one bite, not necessarily all good. I feel like it's an onion ring where you take a bite and the inside just shoot out, right?
I hate that.
But with the mozzarella, listen, will I try it? Yes. Will I love it? Probably. I'm not a pickle guy. Pickles should not be warm. Now, here's a question. Are we going bread butter? Are we going dill? Are we going like super old? Like what kind of pickle we rocking with this, Will?
I would say we're going to go dill pickle on this or like a spicy pickle. I'm not a bread and bun picker fan as much.
Anna, give me the conjure. If you have to pick one, pickle to your head. I
guess I would say dill, but I just would really want it to be crunchy.
I think I'm going with like a super old briny pickle, something that just got funk to it, right? That kind of like dissolves. Because listen, only California style pizza would pull this off. I'm so happy we have this article. Thank you, Tasting Table. But yeah, there's a lot of textures going on in this one. I invite anyone, listen, you're going to make your stuffed crust pickle pizza, just steer into it, right? Yeah.
I am so interested in this one. I'm so interested to see
how
the pickle is going to come out in that crust. Like, does it get ruined? Does it stay? Like, I'm magically picturing there being like fried pickle spears at the end of this, right? Like, some of the like Pizza Hut or Domino's offerings that we've seen where you kind of like pull off pieces of the crust, like that kind of idea. That's not exactly what this is like, but I'm picturing like that perfect outcome of crispiness. And I don't know if it's going to translate, but when I dream about this pizza tonight, like that's what it'll be like. In reality, I don't know about that.
When I heard a pickle crust, you totally said stuffed, right? But in my mind, I was thinking of the pickle being cut up into like tiny little bits, that it would almost be like a panettone with raisins or something in it, like that it would be like a ground pickle all through it. But when I realized that wasn't the case, I thought, well, if I'm going to have to eat it any other way, then it has to have a texture to it. Otherwise, if it's just like a sloppy pickle with mozzarella, I mean, the flavor would be good. I just don't know how I would feel eating it.
Yeah, you would have to deep freeze those pickles, right? So they still got some crunch to them. You would have to nail it. I feel like the ceiling would be high. I feel like the floor in this one would be abysmal. But again, if you're going to offer it in California and Santa Ana, you're going to nail it. Am I going to go make one this weekend? Probably. I like putting pickle juice in the dough, though. Like, especially if I'm doing like a fried chicken pizza. Like, I put beer and wine in doughs and some of my grilled.
Yeah, I mean, you said acidity. I think, the vinegar is going to cut it. But, I mean, you don't need a lot. It's pickle.
A couple tablespoons, and you're there. So I think's genius.
There's a Trader Joe's pickle spice, I think, out there as well. Sprinkle your crust with that, a little something like that.
Oh, a crust topper. Now we're innovating here. The pickle wheels are turning. Boy.
Are you entering into non-traditional in Vegas?
I mean, don't tell the world I was going to do the triple pickle, but now I got to rethink it. Boy, imagine if someone put stuffed crust pickle pizza in that. They would either get first or last, and there'd be no middle. Well, speaking of just amazing pizza toppings, we're going to go halfway across the world to Hong Kong. So courtesy of timeout.com, this Hong Kong restaurant is launching Sichuan-inspired pizzas for Lunar New Year. First I was looking, those look like beauties. Let's figure out what's on them. So Lawson's divisive drinkable tofu beverage is making the rounds. But we're gonna put it on pizza. So Sichuan pepper, of course, kind of a spicy, fiery, numb your tongue kind of vibe. The Mapo pizza. So what are we gonna do? It's got pork mince. So fleur de latte. Is that how I would pronounce it?
Yes.
Very good. Dang it. Mapo sauce, garlic, dried chili, and Sichuan pepper, resulting in a pie packed with rich flavor and numbing heat. The next one, right, has cured Italian salami with XO sauce, bold Sichuan peppers, and chili garlic. Let's start with Will. Will, like, super spicing these pies. You smashing it, you passing it, you trying it anyways. Where are you?
I love them both already. I'm such a fan of like the Mapo tofu in general. Like I'm obsessed with it and trying to actually make it at home. So I dig that. I'm all about it. But I feel like so many times actually we've seen this kind of like Chinese hybrid of like with like Italian dishes with XO sauce that like we've seen from like a pasta perspective. So seeing it kind of translate to a pizza to me seems super cool. So I would totally be down to try this.
Yeah. Anna, you're no stranger to spice and some bold flavors, but is it too bold? Just right?
Yeah, I mean, this is extra bold. This would be a very specific customer ordering this pizza, but I would have a lot of customers ordering a pizza like this. People like spice on pizza. The Chinese Diavola, Chinese devil. I love that. Although I'm not sure I love the price next to it. Am I reading that correctly?
I don't think that's American. I think that that might be a local currency. But yeah, I'm with you. Listen,
I can't see.
If you have any experience with Sichuan peppercorns, they will light you up. They will numb everything it touches and then some. And that's my only.
That's why they put the fior di latte on it to kind of calm that down a little bit.
You would have to, right? I mean, don't get me wrong. I would smash this. I feel like after 2 slices, I can't feel anything. Which, that happens sometimes when you eat pizza, but I love it. And what a great mashup. It feels authentic to both, right? It feels very much like a pizza. It's not some hybrid, flatbread, but it also feels very of the Szechuan kind of vibe. So I don't know. I'm not revving up the jet yet, but boy, I'm close. These sound great.
Jim, I don't know, man. You might want to check them out. I'm telling you, like I've had some really good, like real fusion, like Italian pasta dishes where like the base is the XO sauce and like it is just like super interesting. So like I am totally down to see on a pizza. It sounds good. I'm flying. Yeah, I'm headed out.
He's going. All right. It's better weather down there. I'm here for it.
We're snowed in.
Yeah. Speaking of snowed in, the next one we talk about, great, mashups, and nothing says Wisconsin more like the baked potatoes. A courtesy of WXOW, pizza baked potatoes help highlight deep-rooted star of Wisconsin ag industry. Just a picture. Listen, we all know what that is. We all know what that tastes like. That's a pizza baked potato. I would eat 2 right now. That is lovely. Been in the article. Sarah Hagenau, the 78th Alice in Dairyland, didn't have to tell you all highlighting the importance of potatoes in Wisconsin agricultural industry. Certainly versatile. And her unique recipe is for a loaded baked potato featuring rust potatoes, pizza sauce, and of course, Wisconsin's own mozzarella cheese. We're going to start with Anna. Pizza baked potato. Find a problem with that. I dare you.
Can't.
Yeah.
Literally cannot. It looks perfect. Texture is on point. The flavor. It's going to be great. I feel like I'm going to make them tomorrow for dinner.
Exactly. Nothing when you're cold in the Midwest. That is it. And I like the chopped up pepperoni. We're not putting slices. We're putting the pizza bread chunks on there. We're hitting it hard. Will, can't not love a pizza baked potato, right?
I absolutely agree. I think the only problem would be I'm not going to have enough, right? Like I'm only going to get one if I want to have more than one. I'm down. I'm down for all potato things. All the things in the potato world, twice baked, mashed potatoes. I'm in for them all, Jim. I'm ready for the potato stuffed crust. I'm ready to see a pie with it.
I've made comments here. First off, I had the recipe I cut from my book of actually potato based, like a mashed potato based is my gluten free. A little fussy cut, but I love like pizza tries, like kind of Irish nachos, Italian nachos with the.
Yeah.
Oh my God, there's just nothing better. So yeah, I'm here for it. I love it. It's hearty, and so Wisconsin, and I mean that in the purest, most complimentary way.
Yeah.
But listen, to baked potato is it. I'm just mad I didn't think of it first.
These look
I
these
know
look
that.
these look like some sauce. Like, do you sauce these? Do you not sauce these potatoes? They looked just like cheesy pepperoni. I felt like
Yeah.
I thought there'd be more sauce from
I
from
mean,
the
sauce on
pictures.
the side, I think, just from a
Okay.
moisture
So
perspective. That's
you're
how I would do it.
you're dipping it afterwards then.
Dipping, I've got sauce, I've got ranch, I've got cheese sauce, right? And I choose my adventure.
Nice.
It's
All right.
Wisconsin, right?
100%.
We say this, but this sounds awesome, and I will be making this like tomorrow. No joke.
If this was Wisconsin, do you then deep fry this afterwards, or is that a different fare? Is that the Iowa fare, Jim? Sometimes
That's
I get them
Iowa. That's
confused.
Iowa
Okay.
fare. Wisconsin, like, come on, put some respect. We don't have to deep fry everything. Though, if you were to chip these, that would actually be delicious. That we could, right? We could, but now you put some deep fried cheese curds on it. Now you're Wisconsin, right? Now there. We go. That's what this is missing. A couple curds on top.
I love that.
All right. Speaking of deep fried, I suppose, last article, 7-Eleven, what everyone thinks about for big game food, offers big game and National Pizza Day deals. I just want to go through this. Again, we've talked about C stores a lot. I don't always think of 7-Eleven as kind of a pizza mecca, but it seems like they're really going for the big game. So buy one pizza, get one for $3. Chicken wings and tenders at bulk pricing, because who doesn't want bulk pricing? And then delivery, right? I didn't realize 7 Now delivered. That's fantastic. And then Coca-Cola partnership goes on. So I guess, and I'll start with you. If you're ordering pizza for a big event, sweet pizza, does that even come up at all? Or you just, it wouldn't come up for me, but am I just kind of
No.
no, I don't see it, right?
It's totally outside of my consideration set.
Yes.
Doesn't even like reel in my mind of a consideration.
Yeah, if I'm fueling up, I'll get a slice. But Will, are we just elitist? Do you get all your pizza from a C store, or
I must say 7-Eleven has a place in my heart. It's not for my pizza order though. And probably nothing wrong with the slice there, but for like a game, I know there's a local pizzeria that you could order from, or even more so, even if you wanted to go big chain, there's definitely a big chain that you're gonna have time with. 7-Eleven, I'm sure it would be fine to do it. And I think we've seen like similar kind of
yeah,
advertisements around like big sporting events, but I just don't see who's ordering it. Right. Like if I maybe Jim, if we're
exactly.
thinking you're in the area of like a Hunt's Brothers only or something like that, even I would
Get
think
that.
would come over your 7-Eleven order. So I don't know. I just don't know who's there buying these from like a pseudo catering. I don't get it.
Yes, exactly. That's where I'm at. Is I don't get who would go to a pseudo catering at. I get going to a Casey's and buying a pizza. That's a thing in your world, but like,
Yeah.
if I'm buying pizza for a sporting event, I'm not going to 7. I don't. But clearly, they're pushing for it. I mean, they are going all in on this. So they see there's something there. It baffled me. And something to watch is the C store pizzas kind of ramp up, right? Take that place of that kind of ultra affordable pizza that was once the fast food pizza. It's interesting, but yeah, I don't see it. But I mean, they are going all in, all the promos, all the delivery, right? And that's a lot. So
I feel like the 7-Eleven play, and by no means advice here, would have just been
yeah.
like, man, I would have catered to the drivers out there rushing pizza around, right? Like,
Yes.
hey, show me you're making a delivery. Let me offer you something, right? To stop in,
We
gas
offer you
up,
a real
whatever it
slice.
is, right? Yeah, something like that. I think
Yeah.
that would be the cool one to go with, man. Give some
That
love
would,
to the pizza delivery drivers out there, right? Or any
the
third-party
people
app
out there,
drivers.
right? Yeah, it's interesting. Awesome. Well, end of our articles. Amazing show as always. Anna, you're on social media. Where can people find you?
Mercurios is at Mercurios PGH, and I'm Anna.Crucitt on Instagram.
Will, we all know where you're at, but just tell the people who might be new here.
At Funny Will with an IE.
It's true. Great content. I am Jim Cook Good. I do that occasionally, but of course, you are here because you followed I Need Pizza Club. You like, rate, subscribe to this podcast. We thank you for that. And you're going to tune in today and next week about 9 Eastern, where we talk about the pizza news of the week with the occasional and very lively clubhouse right after. So thank you all for joining in. Will, Anna, thank you for a great show, and I look forward to talking to both of you next week.